Tesla hits their number, we could all be Apple fans right now. The Supercharger network is in use by other brands, and much, much more. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 639 for January 10th, 2021. This show is brought to you by my supporter, Brad. Brad wants to encourage all of you to consider joining him as a supporter of Tesla Tidbits on patreon.com for as little as $1 a month. Let's join together to keep the Tesla Tidbits coming. Good riddance, 2020. Thank goodness 2021 is here. Tesla has started off with a bang as we check out our first story coming from the Tesla Investor Relations folks and Teslarati. At the beginning of 2020, before there was a global pandemic that wrecked the global economy, and more specifically shut down the Fremont factory for half a quarter, Tesla projected it would deliver 500,000 cars for the year. As the year came to a close, Teslarati came into possession of an email that Elon sent to the company telling everyone that the goal was still reachable. Quote, "After today, we just have 5 days to go to achieve the historic milestone of 500,000 cars built and delivered. Please go all out to make it happen. This is a great milestone to rally the company around achieving." All the critics who, as recently as 2 years ago, said that we'd never make it, also called our target of 500,000 in 2020 impossible. The heck with them, we are doing it. Particular help would be appreciated at the end of the line to ensure cars built now are able to be delivered immediately without any further improvements in PDI, as there simply isn't enough time to do so. Hope everyone was able to spend some time with loved ones this holiday season and has an amazing 2021. Elon, end quote. A week later, Tesla informed us that they had essentially accomplished that goal. While they did technically fall short, nobody in their right mind would consider this anything but a victory. Setting yet another record for annual deliveries, Tesla delivered 499,550 cars in 2020 and produced 509,737 cars. Of these, 57,039 deliveries were Model S or X, and a stunning 442,511 deliveries were Model 3 or Model Y. Tesla produced 54,805 Model S and Model X vehicles and 454,932 Model 3 and Model Y vehicles during the year. Congratulations to the entire Tesla team for an amazing job well done in 2020, despite everything being against them. Now, can they crack 1 million for 2021? With Giga Berlin coming online soon and Giga Shanghai up to speed, it just may be possible. Stay tuned for the Bold Predictions show for my thoughts. Speaking of producing new cars, new Model Ys are now available for order, completing the lineup for the vehicle. Thanks to tweets from Ryan McCaffrey of Ride the Lightning and our favorite hacker Green the Only, among many others that I saw, we found out that both the 7-seat and standard range variants of the Model Y are now available to configure in the design studio. If the standard range model is your cup of tea, it starts at just $41,990 US before any type of EV incentives, compared to the long range version that starts at $49,990 US. If you'd like the 7-seat variation, that option swells the selling price by $3,000 US. This is an awesome day for Tesla, as with this, they now have a full 4-vehicle product line. Next up, Cybertruck at the end of the year. Tidbit number 3 today is one that's likely to go down in history as one of the worst business moves ever made. Or in this case, not made. We all know the rumors from years past about how Apple was going to make a play to buy Tesla, and that it all made sense because of Apple's top not-so-secret program to build their own self-driving car. With fresh rumors of Apple's continued progress on that project, Elon dropped this bombshell on everyone in reply to a tweet on these rumors. Quote, "During the darkest days of the Model 3 program, I reached out to Tim Cook to discuss the possibility of Apple acquiring Tesla for 1/10 our current value. He refused to take the meeting." End quote. Folks, we were literally an answered phone call away from not having Tesla as we know it any longer. Yet another of the near misses in Tesla history, and a phone call I'm sure Tim Cook is now regretting not taking. Tidbit number 4 comes to us courtesy of Inside EVs and an Elon Musk tweet reply to Marcus Brownlee. Marcus posted on Twitter saying, quote, "Serious question. Why don't more electric car makers take up Tesla on their offer to use the supercharging network? Incompatible tech? Hidden fees? Pride? There's gotta be a good reason." End quote. In a first, Elon confirmed that there are in fact other manufacturers using the network. Elon responded saying, quote, "They are, although it's kind of low key. Tesla superchargers are being made accessible to other electric cars," end quote. While Inside EVs speculates that Aptera is the manufacturer being referenced due to a recent video released by the company, I'm suspecting this is actually a more boring answer. In Europe, recent regulations have required Tesla to add CCS connectors on supercharger stations on the continent that would permit the use of the stations by non Tesla vehicles. I think this may be more what has happened than any manufacturer having a deal with Tesla giving them permission to use the network, although Aptera seemingly has. Let me know who you think is partnering with Tesla, or if you agree that it's just European legislation causing this to be a thing. Tidbit number 5 this week comes again from the man himself on Twitter. Some Canadian Tesla owners have been persistently in Elon's replies, hoping to know when Canada might be eligible for the full self-driving beta. But they've thus far been unsuccessful in getting any info. That all changed the day after Christmas when Elon finally threw them a bone, saying, quote, "There are subtle, important differences between US and Canada traffic rules, but full self-driving beta will be extended to Canada very soon," end quote. Now, obviously, very soon in Elon time might well be 3 months, but you'd hope that we'll get to see our Canadian friends putting the suite to the test in the next couple weeks. Our sixth tidbit is great legislative news out of Michigan, reported by Tasmanian and brought to my attention by Tesla owners online. Back on episode 636, I told you about House Bill 6233 in Michigan that sought to restrict direct sales and service on vehicles in the state. Fortunately, the bill died without being acknowledged before the end of the legislative session. According to a Lucid Motors spokesperson, there are no plans to address it in the future either. A great victory to prevent regression for EV fans in Michigan. Tidbit 7 is a quick hitter for you fans in the UK. Tesla in the UK brought my attention to this on Twitter, and it was an unverifiable tweet from @xrozerbloke that told us that they'd spotted a left-hand drive Model Y on M23 northbound. While this is definitely no official announcement and purely rumor at this point, assuming that it is true, the fact that there's even a vehicle in the region is great news for UK Tesla fans patiently awaiting the vehicle's arrival on the other side of the pond. Stick with me for the official announcement when it comes. Our final tidbit this week is one for music lovers, and it comes again from Green the Only. Getting tired of no direct support for your favorite streaming music solution in your Tesla? It would appear the company is hard at work on adding several new services for your enjoyment. In addition to the current offerings, a screenshot posted to Twitter shows support for the SiriusXM, Tidal, Pandora, Audible, Amazon, and Apple streaming services coming soon, and selection sliders that will surface these services to your main menu. I think they've pretty much covered all the major services at this point, given the vehicles already have support for Slacker, Spotify, and TuneIn. Let me know if your favorite service still isn't in the lineup. That'll do it for this week's show. Thanks to all my patrons supporting the show at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. And as always, I have a special shout out to all the super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They are Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Todd Sullivan, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morven Ogg, Raymond and Deborah Malkowitz, T Sportline, Vicky Kirk, Ricky Johnston, Nathan Garza, Ed Patterman, and Sunil Joseph. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. Until next week, keep it charged and hit the road.